Welcome back. This is Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos, and this is my 31st vlog, so welcome back. So happy to see you. So that was fun, my little issue that I had with my last video. That was loads of fun. I'm really happy you guys got to experience that with me because I had no idea what the heck was going on. I thought it was the app. I thought it was something with YouTube. But the more that I look into it, because I do have new equipment here that I record on, and half of you could see it just fine. Half of you said the color was blown out, and the other half, you couldn't even watch it at all. So I don't know what the deal was. My videos on my phone look beautiful. They look fabulous. But when I try to upload them to Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, they look blown out. And so I was concerned that something was wrong with my equipment, and it turns out there's nothing wrong with my equipment. It's the platforms that aren't ready for my equipment. I have Dolby Vision built into my phone here, and it's just, everything's not ready for it yet. So once they roll out those new updates with the Dolby Vision and stuff like that, my video, I'll be able to start recording again in Dolby Vision, which will look beautiful, and you'll be able to see every little detail, which, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if I want you guys to see that much, but you'll be able to see every little detail a lot better. So I turned off my Dolby Vision, and hopefully this video is just fine. So here we go. I figured it out. But for those of you that were able to still see it normal and stuff like that, I'm happy, you know, you were able to. And for everybody else, like I said, I'm just waiting for updates for everything else. So I don't know. So we have a special guest this week. Anyways, we're moving on. I figured it out, moving on. We have a special guest this week. My father-in-law is here from Michigan. He came down to visit us for Thanksgiving. I haven't seen him since we moved here. You know, he doesn't travel much because health issues and stuff like that, but he was able to come down and see all of us. He's never even met Charlotte. So this was his first time meeting Charlotte. I mean, he hadn't seen the kids well, he's seen Sadie, but he hadn't seen the kids in like 5 years, I think. So it's very nice having him here. I'm so happy that he was finally able to break out of his little shell there and make the journey down here for us. But now that he's here, I mean, maybe I can get him to make a cup too. I made my mom make one. You know, every time I have a guest, I should make them make a cup with me. That should be the rule. You have to make a cup with me. So I've been thinking long and hard about when I'm going to be shutting down my Tumbler shop. My husband keeps telling me to hold out till next week. I don't know if I can, guys. I'm ready to shut down now, to be honest. I'm so tired. I don't want to have any more orders I have to do. I have so many already that my goal is to get everything absolutely completed and out my door by no later than the end of the second week of December. That's my goal. I'm just tired and I want to enjoy time off. It seems like I never, even when I do take time off, I'm never done. But I want to focus on my glitter shop. I want to focus on doing stuff for you guys. So I don't know. We'll see. I might shut down today. I'm just tired. Another thing I've been thinking about, because this is going to be my first year open, obviously, for my glitter, I gotta do a sale. I don't do sales in my Tumbler shop because I feel like my prices are already really low. So I don't do sales in there. But I'm thinking about doing a sale at my glitter shop. So just letting you guys know. This weekend. This weekend after Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll be doing my first sale there, my first big sale. So look out for that. I also, we went out and bought a new Christmas tree this year. We've had our Christmas tree since before we had Sadie. That was a long time ago. That was, 13 years ago. So we had that Christmas tree forever, and half of it was working, half of it wasn't, because it has the pre-lit branches and stuff like that. And so I forgot last year that I threw it out, because I was like, we're getting a new tree next year. So I'm glad, and I forgot. So this year I was like, we should get a new tree, and we kind of hemmed and hawed about it. But finally we went out and purchased one, and Jeff, on the way home, he's like, I think you threw the one out last year. And I'm like, did I? So I'm really happy we went out and bought that tree, because what a shock that would have been to pull out the tree to decorate it and it wasn't there. So we got a new tree. I think we're going to decorate it today. Why not? 2020 is weird enough. Why not spread just a little bit more joy, a little bit longer throughout the year? So we have it up. Typically we put it up on Thanksgiving, but I think I'm putting it up today just because. Just because 2020. So we'll have that up until after Christmas, and then it'll get put back away. Okay, we have a lot of work to do. I have my coffee. I'm glad you guys liked this one. I really enjoyed making it, so I'm glad that you guys enjoyed that tutorial. So thank you for watching that one, and you know, all the thumbs up and love, so thank you. But I have my coffee, and I'm ready to wake, prep, and slay all day. Let's do this. Okay, I am going to start off with a question here. This is from Two Broke Mermaids, and she says, great video, Sandy. I have a question. When you do your second or third or fourth layer of epoxy, do you do it the same way you do the glitter layer, or do you do it on the turner? Okay, is it thin layers? Thank you. Okay, so she's asking if I hold on to my tumbler or my wand, like I do when I glitter my tumblers. So yes, and I did answer her, but I thought I'd share it with you guys as well, because it was a good question. I do it the same way as when I'm glittering my tumblers. I always hold on to my wand and do it that way. I just find it so much, I've always done it that way. I don't know. It's just a lot easier for me to hold it and put the epoxy on. And I always make sure that my wand is in there up straight and, you know, and in straight. So that way when I go to put it onto my turner, that way it's not all crooked and rolling around all wonky, because you don't want that, because that will cause bubbles on the bottom of your tumbler, which will make them rock around, and then you'll have to sand that down. So, but I personally find it so much more easier this way. That's just me. I have another question from Tally Hay. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. She says, I always look forward to your weekly vlog. They're very informative. Thank you. When do you cross out orders off your board? She says, when completely finished or after you start them? Hope that's not a crazy question. That is not crazy at all, and I'll answer it in a second. All right, it's 9 a.m. These are on their final coats. Those there still need another coat with their lettering, personalization, there we go. And then I still have to finish up personalizing these. So I got these still, but those are getting wrapped up, and then I think I have a couple more that I gotta pull yet. So making good headway here, doing good. So I actually have different colored markers, meaning different things. When I mark it off green, that means I prepped it. When I mark it off red, that means it's already been glittered, and when I erase it, that means the personalization has been put on and it's ready to go. So that's how I do my board, to keep track of all of my orders that I do every single day. I think it's time to sit down for a second. I'm outside. I wanted to show you guys something really quick. Because I want you guys to know I try to keep it as real as possible with you guys, because it's not all sunflowers and rainbows in my craft room either. You know, I have good days and bad days, just like you guys. I'm a normal human being, just like you. But I was having some issues with one of my vinyls in there, and I'll kind of explain it and tell you how I'm gonna fix it and what to do if something like that happens to you. You know, so I just want to let you guys know that. So let's take a quick look. I wanted to show you guys that I went to go put on the epoxy on this cup, and her name's supposed to be Nina, not Ina, and the end peeled up. And so obviously I'm not going to leave it like that because it'll just be floating around the epoxy. So I peeled it off, and I intend to fix it. Once it's nice and cured, I'll add the end to it and add another coat or two of epoxy on top of that. But I just want to let you guys know that it happens to all of us every day. Now, over here, I have some other ones, but those look really good. But sometimes these metallic ones tend to peel up as well. Now, if that happens to you guys, it's okay to put another coat or two of epoxy over it, as long as the way that it's lifted doesn't look, bad. If it looks, you don't want to sand it either, because then you'll sand off the color of the vinyl. You don't want to do that. But it's okay to add another coat or two depending on how lifted up it is. So if it is really lifted up and very noticeable, you're obviously going to have to pull your vinyl off your cup. So what I do when that happens, because I've had to do it before, is you want to try to peel up the vinyls within 24 hours of the vinyl being put on. That means that the epoxy is still super soft and you're able to pull that right off of there, and then you can just finish up your layers of epoxy after that. But I just want to let you guys know it happens to the best of us. So now I'm going to show you guys a quick patch job, how to fix a little mark here. So as you can see, this is all bubbled up. Everything white has to be peeled up off the corner there. And now my customer sent this back to me. I told her I'd fix it as long as she shipped it back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and peel everything off that's lifted, and then I'm going to show you guys how to patch that. So me doing a patch job is extremely rare. Typically I don't do these, but this was a gift that she had received, and she was extremely honest with me. Her child accidentally threw it on the ground, and she was very devastated because, like I said, she received it as a gift. And not everybody has the money to go out and spend on things right now with the holidays coming up, and people might be laid off work. So I don't mind at all if they are completely honest with me. I'll fix it. So here, as you can see, I sanded it down really well, but it still needs a little bit more of that white peeled off. So I'm going to spray it down with some rubbing alcohol really well to see what I still need to do. And then I'm going to I have a big, huge metal file that I take, or you could use a Dremel, but I don't have a Dremel. Maybe I do. I don't know. But I have a big file that I use, and I just file that down until all that white is off of there, and then we'll be ready to move on to patching it. You guys also want to be very careful when doing this. You see me with my X-Acto knife. You just really want to make sure that you keep your hands out of the way, and just, be safe, guys. Like I've said this before, don't make me worry about you guys. Be safe, okay? Okay, so that is all done. I'm going to spritz it down one more time with my rubbing alcohol really good, just to make sure that all those little pieces are off there and it's nice and fresh and ready for a new coat of epoxy. That little piece there was nice and stuck on. I didn't need to worry about that. So now we're ready to give it a little bit of paint, a little bit of epoxy, and our glitter to patch it. Now I'm going to take my acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint inside of that silver. I'm not going to go up onto the black too much. I don't need it up onto the epoxy so much. Just right in the silver, I'm going to fill in my acrylic paint. Now, once that is dry, I have a little bit of epoxy left over from all those cups I just got done doing, and I'm just basically scraping a little bit off the side there. There's enough, more than enough, because I do the epoxy method to apply my glitter, so I want to make sure that I apply it the same way here. I'm just going to keep it inside, again, right on top of that acrylic paint. I'm going to dab a little bit of that epoxy, and then I'm going to sprinkle my glitter on top of it as well, and then I'm going to let that sit and cure for about 3 hours, and then I'm gonna give it a nice coating of my clear coat on top of that, and then it's probably gonna need 2 coats of finishing epoxy. It might need 3. I'm not sure yet, but I will make sure to show you guys next Sunday how that looked after I am all done. So here I am. I'm just gonna apply my glitter real quick. And just like that, that broken tumbler is mended. So like I said, I'm gonna throw some more coats of epoxy on and I'll make sure to show you guys how it turned out. Oh boy, what do you think, Charlotte? Yeah, let's put up our tree, shall we? I told you guys I was gonna do it, and I did it. We're just gonna put up our Christmas tree, and I'm gonna answer some more questions while we do that. Okay, so KM has asked me another question that I'm going to answer here. She asked, I struggle so much with applying decals, it takes longer than anything. I would like to ask if you have any advice for a way to possibly fix a little tear on a water slide once it is applied. A tear in a darker area, nothing big, but small and noticeable, LOL. I have been through 7 decals so far for this cup. Oh, thank you for any help. Okay, so the first thing you could do is you could double up your water slide. You could put the same decal right over the top of it if you'd like to kind of patch that. Or if it's black, you could always take a permanent marker and just kind of dab it in there to kind of fill in your spaces as well. I've done it before. It's all good. Nobody's going to notice, I promise. So if you use a permanent marker, you want to make sure that you coat it really well with clear spray. Your clear spray sealer, there we go. So that way the permanent marker doesn't fade away once the epoxy is applied. Thank you guys so much every week for all the questions you have. Keep them coming. I don't mind answering them at all. And I will continue to answer them to the best of my ability. Please always remember that no question is a ridiculous question. You guys are amazing and you got this. I don't know why you're making me laugh. Okay.
I'm just sitting here.
Well, I have my father-in-law here with me. Are you enjoying your stay so far?
Yes.
Yes.
It's snowing where I live.
Yes. It's very cold and snowy up there in Michigan.
Yeah.
Sorry. I always get the giggles when I talk to other people on my vlogs here. Anyways. So we're gonna have Thanksgiving together because we hadn't seen each other in
4 years.
4 years. Is it 4? I thought it was 5. I don't know.
Well, 4.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And you've never been to Florida, have you?
I never saw Charlotte either.
I know. I told everybody that this morning. I did a little bit of stuff in the morning, and I said you never even seen Charlotte. So yeah, it's nice having you down.
It's great being here.
Okay, he'll probably be in some other stuff later this week too, because I also talked about you guys making a tumbler with me, you and Jeff. So
really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, surprise.
Okay. No, we can do that.
Okay. All right. Well, you can tell everybody bye. Bye. Oh, he does a peace sign. Okay. Okay. Moved on to my afternoon drink. This was that one you guys couldn't see the other day. Well, some of you could. I don't know. Hopefully that gets fixed for everybody else that wasn't able to see it. Anyways, we already discussed that. I moved on to my afternoon drink. A lot done today. A lot more still to go. I did shut off my Tumbler shop. I did. But it was funny. I shut it off and I could have swore I messaged everybody back that had inquired about things. I guess there was still a couple people that I didn't, because it was like right after I shut down, I had gotten a message from somebody asking, they really wanted a tumbler. And I did put on there that I was going to stay open until the 29th. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I just want to be done. I should have everything ready to ship out by the second week of December. So I think I'm good. I'm good. So she asked me, she really wanted a tumbler. So I opened back up for a second. I let her buy the tumbler she wanted, and then I shut back off again. So I did that. So we did a lot together. We fixed up that tumbler that was broken that a customer had sent. What else did we do? We glittered and did all kinds of stuff in there together today. So I hope that you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. If you're with family, if you're with friends, or if you're by yourself, I hope that you have an amazing day. a little quick dinner in the microwave. That's all some people need. So we're going to be doing it up. So of course, but I hope that you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'll make sure to see you guys next Sunday for my next vlog. And like I said, I'm going to be getting him out here in here to do a tumbler, so we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, you have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. We want to say to everybody, always remember,
dream big, and you got this.
Yeah, remember that.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
And I'm eating a donut.
Yes, you're eating a donut.